This is the WBIF tab on Heroes. This is what the main thing looks like when you play a WBIF tournament. It puts you in a little separate room, and it just lists all your opponents, everybody that you have to play. So these are all the remainder of my first 5 matches that I gotta play. I'm playing this Arthur Rocks guy. But maybe if he doesn't show up, I can play Siebes if he wants. Doesn't matter. What's going on with the stream here? I don't know if it started or not. Go live. Uh-oh. Did I screw it up? Going live? Okay. Well, I think I'm live now. I don't know if it caught the first couple minutes of that. Probably not. I'm just waiting for my opponent here, Arthur Rocks, to log in. He seems to be a couple minutes late though. No big deal. Let's see if he's left a message on the WBIF site. Here, it just lists all the opponents that I have to play. He hasn't sent me any message. How long should I wait? Oh, there he is. Alright, cool. Ready to go. Send a good match, and off we go. Okay, all right. Start off okay. 5-5. I think we should probably just run with one. Come on down. Slot the 3 or just come down one more time. No, this seems alright. I got a healthy race lead. Hopefully I can scramble this last checker to the 13 point and we'll be in a pretty good spot. So should I just do that and try to get home, get missed, or play a little safer? I think since I'm up so much in the race, I'll just try to get out of there quickly. Didn't work this time though. In with the 4. He really wants to be attacking on the 4 point though. Maybe I should just come in on the 2, but then I'm kind of blocked in from the 8 point. Where would I play my 4? Like this? Yeah, I feel like he's just going to attack with just about everything if I go to the 21 point. I get pointed on. Should I make another home board point or try running again? I'm up less in the race this time, but still up. Not sure. So let's do this again. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm trying to do this, if you control click on the move, it flags it for you so you can review it later. I'm going to try to do that more and more. Basically every time I say I'm not sure, I'm going to try to tell myself to flag that move and make sure to look at it afterwards. 6-4 was nice. I get to escape. Small race lead. So this is good. Like that, or just make 2 points in case he tries to run. Maybe that's a better option. Just to make my board a little bit more threatening. Ooh, that was nice. I think I could do this and not block anything, but this will be easier to bring home. But I think since I'm only up 8 pips, maybe it would be better to have a blocking point. And now I guess if he runs with 1 checker, I'll have more attackers for the 4 point. Six two. This is just 6-3 and double threes. I don't know. I would have to do this if I don't want to leave those shots. 3 numbers to hit me though. Seems like as best as I'm gonna get. Haven't really been considering the cube because the race is still just super close. It's like a snap take, but maybe this is just enough of a positional lead to send a cube. If I just safety this checker on the 13, yeah, up a pip. Probably gonna safety this, gonna have an easy time bringing these checkers home, I think. So let's just do that. I think snap take, I think. Can't drop that. 6-1 was good. Make a little blocking point. So yeah, now he's gonna have to waste pips because he's not gonna want to run. And now I think I should be breaking contact. Maybe I'll go like this though, because I don't know. Just because I think it'll be nice to have a checker there, just in case. Well, for the bear off, I guess. It helps with the 4-3. He couldn't run, so now he had to waste more pips. My open 4-point though, I'm going to miss with 4s for the rest of the bear off, which kind of sucks, but what do you do? The ace was able to put a checker there at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three and 4. Nice, I didn't want to miss there. Any 5 or 6? Alright, he's got some doubles to win. Nice. Alright. Start with the lead. 2-0. 11 away, 13 away. After you hit with a 6 like that, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to split instead of bring another checker down. If you hit with like an ace, I think you're supposed to bring a checker down from the mid. In point and make the 2-point. And either 13-9 or 24-20. Maybe another checker in the zone is worthwhile. Glad I'm not on the 20-point now. What's he do? Hit twice? But the 5-point is super nice to have. Alright, 6s to hit out here, 1s and 2s to hit down here. Double 3s hits them both. That's gotta be the play. Let's see if I can't make the 5 or the 4. Can make the 4. Ooh, I can make the 5 and hit loose on the 4. Or make the 4 and hit loose on the 5. I mean, 5 points better, so let's just do that. Even though I have less covers for the 4 than I would for the 5 if I did it the other way. Okay, but this is looking like a cube. Forced cover, 2 on the bar. Probably not too good. I still got a lot of checkers to bring home, and he's going to have plenty of time, I think, to roll for an anchor. So let's just cash it. Two-one, snag the anchor. Or we could have this anchor and make a point. I don't know. Maybe making the 11 points okay. That'll be another one I mark up for review. Kind of wish I would have made the 20-point now though. Would have stopped his double 4s. And now I'm a little bit more primed in than I'd like to be. Two hits. Maximum flexibility. Instead of playing 13-8, or 9-8. Excuse me. So down a bunch in the race. Gonna have to make some structure here. Try to contain / harass this last checker of his from coming home. Making the 7 and the 5 would be very helpful right now. Now I could hit loose with a random ace if he does that play. Not saying it's wrong, but it would just be beneficial. Okay, double 5s cannot hit, cannot run. I can make the 3 and the ace. Kind of get ready for a blitz. What else am I supposed to do? Yeah, I really wish I was on the 20 now. If I would have played that 2-1 differently. I'll just do this, I guess. Maybe I don't get hit. Maybe I get a shot somewhere. That was a nice roll for him. Got all the way out. So I'll just focus on making my board. Maybe roll double 6s at some point. Or 6-5, then 6-5, something like that. But really what I want to do is just hit a checker and close them out. That's the board. Ooh, I'm down in the race. I could have run 21 to 13, but being down in the race, I think I should probably still have that point. 4 will slot. Get one step closer to a closed board. Five down, and if I play the 3 like this, I have 2 covers for the 5. Versus something like this, I only have 1 cover for the 2. So I'll do that. That is an interesting switch there from the 5 to the 3, or from the 5 to the 2. But I think it's a fun way to move your checkers. So closed out, or rather I've got a closed board. Probably gonna have to run from my anchor pretty soon. Pretty soon being like right now. At least now if I run, he's got a blot there. Okay, so I can run all the way. 5s, 4s, and 2s to hit. Or I can just step out here, hope to get missed with the ace or the 2. Here, if he hits me, it might be a double shot, but if he hits me with a 5, 4, or 2, he's likely gonna have to, or likely gonna be able to cover one of those blots. Maybe it's just this, have less shots, play for the race. I get hit, but he can't cover, so that's cool. Oh wait, he can cover, shoot, I read that wrong. Alright, I need a 4. Nope. Now it's just double pass. Maybe he could take a roll, try to close out. Could lose his market. Take the free chance at the gammon. He can't clear the 8. He's got to waste a couple pips. Oh, he can do that. Leaves double 4s. Maybe it's worth it to leave double 4s. It's only one number. And now there would be like a really bad 6-4 for him. Probably pretty close either way though. Maybe he should be cubing some of these because the gammons are pretty unlikely, and this is kind of just giving me chances at a shot. I'm going to stay back for the contact. I kind of think he's going to cube now. Yeah. What leaves a shot? 6-1, 6-2, 5-1, 5-2, 6-4, 5-4. That seems like there's probably a few more, but that seems like enough shot levers right there to take this cube. He's got to clear the 5, and now there's even more numbers that leave a shot. Stay back for it. Ooh, pick and pass. That was nice. 5 numbers that hit. 6-2, 5-3, 4-4. Nope. He's going to get by me with just about everything. I could do this and hope he rolls double 1s or 2-1 or 3-1. Are my chances that bad if I just go like that? Yeah, probably. I think I'll stay back. Okay. So looking like a 2-point loss. Surely nobody's lost a race like this before as blue. That'll seal it. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's just click auto roll so we don't accidentally do something stupid. Alright, 2-1 I like to slap. Hate when that happens though, when you can't make the 5-point, but at least I can do this. There's a reasonable alternative. Another 2-1, make the 11 and split. Seems pretty much the only option. Maybe 6-3 was an option, but splitting seemed important, and the 11 point is nice to have. 5-2 is not great. Don't want to run against a better board like that and risk being on the bar. I would very much like to make the 21 or the 18. Can't do it. Do I gotta just play big here? Maybe something like this. Wow, this rollout really sucks. If I do this 3, I could play behind. Maybe that's better. Here, at least I'm trying to make a point. Stop him a little bit from attacking on the 21, kinda. I don't know, we'll try hitting. Mark that one up for review. This has got to be a pretty decent cube. If he just rolls a 4, he's going to be way up in the race with a better board. I got 2 dead checkers on the ace. I think I'm taking though. For all the times he doesn't hit me, my game is still pretty good. Nice, he didn't hit me. Ooh, my 2s are kind of duplicated though. Maybe that 4-3 was a little off. Very good roll. Cover the 4, make the 2. Can't move those checkers. This is a kind of bloody. but so is this. But I guess I'll want to keep my anchor. So let's try it this way. Hope he dances. Okay, can I cube? I got some numbers to make the 5. A couple more to make the 3. What would be the market sequence losing scenario? Make another point and he dances. Or if I just make like the 8 or the 7 and he dances. Basically, if he just dances one more time, is that a market loss? Seems like there's enough good things that can happen for me here where I want to play this game for 2. So let's try it. Cool, got a point. 5-3 hitter. So what are we, 9 away, 11 away? Okay, make the 2, hit on the 20. The checker on the 16 can't really do much. Hitting on the 20's got to be good. Stop him from making that. And let's just try to escape. Or we can bring this down. This might be fewer returns. And it's another checker in the zone for my own home board. So let's do that. Making the 10 point now would be helpful. Can't do it though. We'll safety that checker and try to run. Seems like the only thing to do with the 2-1. Just step closer, try to escape. Gonna need some help with the dice here to make another point. His double anchor game is pretty strong now. I can hit on the 15 or play 13-6. Not that I want to give him more time. It's just, what else am I supposed to do with this roll? So I'll try running. Making one of these points would be nice. No point making numbers yet. Could just go down to the 10. That gives him a good 6. Can't hit on the ace. I think I like this though. Because now if he attacks, he's got to do it from his midpoint and break that. And it kind of duplicates the 3 that makes his 5 point. My cube is going to be pretty far off. I'm going to have to wait till I bring all my checkers down closer. Still can't make a new point. So, just like this. Or like this. This should be fewer numbers that hit, but it doesn't slot the point I want to make. This is the point I want to make. I think I'll slot. I think I gotta try to make some landing point to come home to. Great number for him. This gets hit a lot, but it's kind of leaning into my game plan of just racing since I'm up in the race. Hopefully I get missed. I think I can take a cube from here. Yeah. Being this far up in the race, I think the cube is still a take. Eventually I might hit a sequence that allows me to scramble this checker home to safety. Is this too many returns? 2s and 5s plus 3, 6. Here I'm not getting hit as much, but he can prime me in. Alright, let's try hitting. Got missed, which is nice. Actually, I'll mark up that 4 too. Let me see if I can't show you guys. See that little star there? That's what happens when you control click a play. Like that. Oh, I probably shouldn't have messed with this during the game. Okay, let's see what happened here. 5-1. Hit and create a big dump stack on the 8 point. Or just go like this. Let's hit. I get hit back, but he loses his midpoint, or his 13 point. Three, 6, 3, 5, 3, 4, 2, 6, 2, 5. Not double 5. Ooh. Bad time to roll a couple of big sets when you're on the bar. I hope he breaks a 7. Nah, shoot. He's not gonna. 2, 6. Very good. Out of range. He's gonna, well, the race is a lot closer, but I'm still leading. I would like to roll a 4, just to safety the checker. Or a 1 to gain in the race a little bit. That was a nice way to safety the checker. It was a bunch of pips. And I'm still stuck with 3 points that I was given. Finally, something to make a point. Okay, when can I send a recube? I'm up 9. I'm leading in the match, so maybe I don't want to send one yet. Maybe I should get a little bit more of a race lead and or making the 5 point. Making the 5 could be a market loss, but I think I'd be happy to just go get to a position where I can go double pass. 4 will make the 2. Really what I want to roll is the double 6, double 5, double 4, or 6, 5. Double 2 would be good as well. And all the numbers that make the 5. I have a lot of good numbers here. Up 10 pips. Race is getting shorter. If I roll something crummy that doesn't do the things I want, I can just play behind his anchor. Still feel it's a little too early with my lead in the match though. So now I can clear the mid with a 6-2 or 5-2 without leaving a direct shot. That would be good. Can't do it this time. Put a checker there, and I guess this is my only 4. Maybe he should stay there on the 13. Just so I can't clear my midpoint easy. Okay, now up 10 pips. I'll have a much easier time clearing the 13. Still don't have the 5 point though. Man. all the doubles plus 6-5. What else could be market loser? Like a 6 whatever plus getting missed. This could be a touch early, but maybe more than a touch. It could be massively too early. But I would hate to, roll double threes and then just have it go double pass, like I was saying before. That was a really bad roll. Wow, okay. It's gonna be a shot. Did not see that one coming. Maybe I should just leave the ace. Oh, but this is also 6-3 and 5-4. This is just the 6, but then he's got a bunch of numbers. Well, 6-1, 6-2, 6-5. That make another point. This would be the best way to get missed, though, if he does miss. Gonna have to mark that one up. I was really unsure about what to do there. 5-2, beautiful. Get to make the 5 point. Ooh, man. Okay. Make the ace point just in case he runs with one. We'll just keep clearing. Maybe I should have thought about that cube a little bit differently. I'm going to do the 4-1 like this. I was up 10 pips, so if it was a no contact position, was it a recube? I can't even say for sure if it was a recube. And so given that there was a lot of contact, maybe that should have been an indicator that the recube was too early. Yeah, I'm starting to think, well, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting to think that my recube is going to come back as a pretty big blunder. But you know what? I'm winning the game, so whatever. Can't take anything off. All right. 5 away, 11 away. In, hit, come on down. Three, 1 is nice. Unstacks my 2 heavy points. I get hit. I cannot hit back. Again, looking to make an anchor now, preferably the 21. I do get to make the 21. And now I got a little goalkeeper here. He can make the 10, but then his 4 is not great. Could be just 2 down. Kind of a crummy roll for him. Anybody watching the stream from my Reddit post yesterday? Curious to see if any of the new people that learned about this stuff are here. 4-3, hitting twice seems like an okay thing to do. or I could hit and come down. Maybe I should be just playing pure like that. I have a better board though. 9 checkers in the zone means I don't really want to blitz, I think. Maybe I should just try to make the 4 point. Mark that one up. Okay, got missed. Pretty good chance to make the 4. Could also hit another checker like that. Good roll. He gets the 5 point. Looking to roll a 3. I would like to make that point right there, that guy. And the 5, I don't want to break my anchor. I don't want to get blitzed myself, so the only option left for my 5 is that one. Eights and sevens and tens. That's going to be my ace no matter what. And now my 5 can either jump out or play to the ace point and make that. I think I just want to do the last thing I need to do and come home. So even though it's like a triple shot, I'm going to try to escape. I'll always have my anchor to fall back on though. That's a nice shot from the roof. Ooh, I get hit twice though. In with 1. I should have an alright time containing these last 3 checkers, I think. Probably not going to be able to send a cube for a long time though. Okay, in with the ace and jump out. This leaves aces and some numbers to make the 24. Or I could just come in with a 4 and play like this. Maybe not getting hit is the way to go. This is certainly more flexible and it helps contain if he runs with 1. Yeah, I could get hit twice though. Let's just do this. Not clear though, so we'll mark it. Alright, looking to send some checkers out here for containment reasons. Wow, that was a bad 3-2. This is a lot of fly shots. But what's my other option? I don't want to break my prime. Okay, this might be too big. Mark that one up too. 6-4 gets hit. Now I'm looking to roll an ace. Ace 5, 2-5, 4-5. Ace 6, wonderful. Get to make that point. That's going to be quite helpful. Send another checker back, and could do this and not get hit with some 2s, or I could do this and just have more checkers in the outfield. I think I'll leave the couple of return shots with the 2. I think I should probably make the 8 or the 9 before I send a cube, especially leading this much in the match. I can't make the 8 or the 9 with this roll, so yeah, maybe I should just, and I'm up in the race now. Yeah, let's get out of there. Let's bring all the checkers home. Alright, up 11. I've escaped my anchor. He's got 4 back behind structure. How bad can this cube be? Alright, so I'm 4 away. It's going to be tough for me to find a cube, but I would really like to, because obviously winning a gammon on a 2 cube wins the match. But finding a cube when I'm leading so much is going to take a special kind of position. I'm not sure of the exact percentages of what you need, but double aces was awesome. I think I'm just going to need a high winning chances and some gammons. Like even this, I don't even think I want to double this yet. Right? It's like a snap take. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for a cube there. I don't know, which ace? Just pick one. I'm gonna do this one just so I can run with a 6 instead of running with a 5. And I don't want to be coming to more contact with this 8-point. Okay. Now can I cube? 4 back behind structure. I think I have a ton of wins here. If he double anchors though, that will be a challenge. Some jokers I have, I could make the 4, make the 2, maybe not the 2-point, but making the 9 certainly would be a market loss, or making the 10 maybe. I don't know. I really want to win a G on a 2 cube, so this seems like the time to send the 2 cube before it becomes just a clear pass. Okay, I can hit twice. I could just make the 4, but this leaves returns. Oh, yeah, hit twice would be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blitzing with only 9 in the zone though. Not sure. If I just safety this, my last 2 aces are kind of crummy. Point, entering 5s and entering 6s. Oh man, not sure. Let's just try for the blitz though. The gammons are really valuable, so can't cover without breaking the 7, so we won't. Oh shoot, I get hit and he makes the 7. Or escapes. 21-15. What's up, April? Cool. Send another checker back. Maybe he's got to hit again. Maybe I just end up in a spot where I send like 6 checkers back. That's a fun way to win a gammon. Ooh. He gets the anchor, he can hit twice, or he can make the 4-point. He's got tons of options here. In, get out. Well, that'll be an interesting cube to look at. At least there's that. It's probably better to make the mistake by sending a cube too early versus like miscube, 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 miscube. I think that logic is pretty accurate. Alright, he can do a 3-4 back game, if you want to call it a back game. He's only down 30 pips, so it's not exactly a well-timed back game. So maybe he should be trying to turn it into a forward game as much as he can. Like right now, I think he should break the 22. Yeah, just like that. 2-6 was awesome. I can run, and it's 7 away from this checker. Alright, gammons are probably not happening, but as long as I don't get hit, I should have an easy time winning this race. So since I don't want to get hit, I'm not going to play like this, especially now that he's got a 5 prime. If there's a way I can hit safely, though, I'll happily do it. Like 3-2. No returns there. Can I do it again? Yes. Okay, I can make it, but I don't want this contact. I'm already up a bunch in the race, so I don't need to block him in. Wow, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Just try it again. He's going to have a chance to make that second anchor even if I don't hit. So let's just have him on the bar. His timing is a little bit better now for the 3-4 back game. Back game. He hasn't killed any checkers. Okay, but I have a lot of spares now. Hopefully I don't have to leave a shot. Double 2s, double 1s would be my ideal rolls. Now something to make the 4-point would be ideal. I kind of think that was a bad roll for him. It might have made more, or generated more shots if he got to keep both those points while I'm trying to bring home my last checkers. But he's caught up a little bit in the race. I mean, I'm still up, what, 19 plus 8, 19 plus 9? Yeah, still up a bunch, so I'll just stack them up on the 6-point. Try to clear, break contact, win 2 points. Okay. No 3, no 3, nice. No 3, and I can clear that point and get ready to start ripping checkers. That's a 3, and I guess I can get off double 6s. Oh, actually, maybe I should do this 1-3 and take the checker off with the ace. Even though now I'll miss with an ace. I don't know. Putting another checker on the 5-point didn't seem like a thing I wanted to do. I'm not going to play 6 to 5 because that would leave a bad 6-2, and I think he's going to have to run with this checker soon anyway, so I might be able to avoid that problem entirely. Like maybe he should save a 6 just to so he doesn't get forced out. Same reason, gonna leave that third checker on the 6-point. Yeah, and now he's gotta go. And 4. All right, 2 away. Oh, 3, 1, sure. What's it going to be? 2 away, 11 away. Dice are certainly going my way. I don't feel like my decisions have been too complicated. I mean, I've marked up a bunch of rolls, but I don't think I've had too difficult of a time getting in like ultra complicated games. They've all seemed fairly straightforward. All right, 3-1 is hitting instead of making the 5 point. If you roll double ones, I know you're supposed to make the 7 and the 5, but when you roll 3-1, you're just supposed to hit loose. I get to hit again. He makes that point, or he can hit loose again. Yeah, I think I like this play too. Wow. Hit and make the 3. Gonna want some home board points here. Since he's got many checkers back, he's gonna be able to make some sort of back game out of this. I get hit. Making the 20 would be nice. I think my only choice is to hit again. I hope to get missed so I can make the 7. I didn't. Okay, got the 20. But I think I have to abandon the 20. I can't move my checker on the 24. Like, this seems like the only reasonable thing to do. Okay. Wow. This is okay. Making the 5 is okay. Whoa. I mean, this doesn't make the inner board, but it brings them all super close to home. Here, do I have trouble clearing the 15? Maybe? I'm up way in the race. Maybe I don't need the 5 point yet. I don't know. Mark that one up. But he's got like no structure over on his side of the board, although now he does. But if I can just scramble this checker on my 24 around to my outfield, maybe I can just bring the rest home safely. These got to be the first 2. This has to be one of them. And do I want to jump out or just play like this? I guess if I jump out, it's a double shot, 2s and 6s. And I don't want to have 2 checkers on the bar against his 3-point board. Well, so I had to abandon my whole theory about my double 4s play immediately. But I guess my game plan is still just scramble this last checker home. This is fewer shots, but maybe unstacking is nice, so I can make the 4. Or have more numbers to make the 4. Sevens and 10s are good. 5-1 is not great. I think, I mean, this would be a triple shot. I don't want to do that. I get hit anyway. 4-6, 4-5, 2-6. Okay. Yeah, I get hit from the 18. But he doesn't have that. Oh my god, that was a joker. 1, 2, and make the 4 point. Yeah. That was huge. I'm never cubing. Being 2 away. Right? Yeah, I just gotta roll this on as too good. He's got a ton of pips in the outfield. I really wanted to hit that other checker. Just for more gammons. I don't know what the gammon percentage is, but I have no bad rolls, so I'm just gonna start ripping checkers off. Even here I got a bad 6-4, double 5, double 6, but I'm still going to take a roll just because I think there are still some gammons for me to win here. If it gets really awkward, maybe I'll send a cube. I don't think this is awkward enough yet though. But I got a ton of spares. I don't know if it's going to get awkward at all. This is no shots, and I have a ton of threes to play. Here it's a 6-5. Like here my bad numbers are threes because I can't use them to clear the 5-point, but I got a ton of checkers on the 3-point anyway, so I have threes to play. The bad thing that could happen here though is if I roll 6-3, 5-3, then they'd be in an awkward spare distribution. 3-2 is okay though. I gotta remember to think about the cube in case this does get awkward. That's a bad 3. I'd used 2 of them last time on the other 3-2. This is the only option. And now, do I send a cube? Anything that doesn't involve an ace or a 2, well, 6-3, 5-3 play. I mean, 6-5, 6-4, 5-4, double 6, double 5, double 4. Man, I still think I win a lot of G's here. 5-1 was nice. I had bad numbers, but I also had a lot of good cleanup numbers, so, and now I'm in an okay spot again. Damn, there's the shot though. I get missed. There are a bunch of repeaters, but I just have so many checkers off that I think I should roll. That was an awesome number. If I don't roll an ace or a 2, I think I'll win a G. Nice. Really fortunate that match, especially that bear off there. Okay, played a 6 today, a little bit worse. Let's do a quick scroll through and check out my red plays. Let me adjust the screen here so people can see if you're still watching or rewatching. Is that framed up? Yeah, there we go. And then I'll do that. Okay. Well, I won the game, but I played a little bit higher than what I would have liked to. 6-3, got that one right. So that was nice. Just run. What did I do with this 6-3? Okay, so I played like this, and I should have just played like that. Making the 2-point, sure. Don't leave a double shot. How big of it was a pretty big blunder too. Making the 2-point, I guess, is just I mean, you want a 3-point board. He's got a 3-point board. I should want a 3-point board in case there's hitting going on. Let's scroll down. I'm not going to pay attention to this green stuff. There might be just too many of them. So I'll focus on the red and the stars. Here was a star. Okay, so it was equally good to either do my play with the 2-1 or just make the 20, so I don't feel bad about that. What was this? Should have just stayed further back. Okay. I guess I couldn't tell you why. I mean, alright, maybe stay back just because I'm losing the race. He's on roll. He's got a bunch of shots anyway. Maybe if you take the time to go through every single number, you can find out maybe this gets you more return shots. I'm not quick enough to do that though. Definitely not quick enough to do that over the board. Okay, so this ended up being a no double, but I got the pass out of it, so that was nice. How big a no double? Massive no double. Does it show my winning percentages? Is that the 21% there? Or is that how many times I need them to drop in order to make it a profitable double? I'm not sure. Anyhow, big no double. Yeah, I mean, if I don't make one of these points and he can just come in and get a random fly shot, then I'm in kind of a little bit of trouble, or a lot of trouble. Looks like I was getting these two right. Just trying to escape when I'm up in the race here with the 5-2 instead of playing quieter. Yeah. What about this one? Oh yeah. Just hit instead of playing safe. Yeah, we're just getting primed in here, so glad to get that one right. Another double that I... Okay, yeah, this was... Yeah, I wonder if you tinker with the match score. For instance, if you flip the match score, if I'm trailing 2-4, maybe then it could be a redouble. But leading in the match, especially without having the 5 point, makes sense that this was just a bit too early. Glad to get the 6-3 right. I think it's a pretty good question to ask when you're forced to leave a shot is how do you want to get missed? What's the best position you can be in if you get missed? Instead of doing things like reducing the amount of shots, which might be something else. I don't know, maybe not in this particular case, but in general. Just play so that when you do get missed, you are in a much better position than you would be otherwise. Here was a star that I got a little bit wrong. Hitting twice would have been better than my choice. Stepping up with hitting would have been better than my choice, although it's very close, only 0.02. So I'm okay with that. Maybe losing the last spare in my midpoint isn't the right idea. 4-1, got this one right, although it's only a small error to do this. 3-2, also got that one right. Yeah, I didn't really, I don't know why I started this one. I don't know what else I could have done there. Let's see, any more red out of me? Yes. It was making the 5 point with these double fours. Yeah, I guess this tracks. I mean, he's got no board. He's got a bunch of checkers back. There's gonna be contact. There's gonna be more hitting going on. Probably should just have the board now so that when I do get a hit, it has a little bit more teeth to it. This was almost a double blunder. Yeah. Shoot. Alright. 5-1. I didn't star this one, but what was the best play? Wow, it was stepping closer. Just leaving a triple shot like that. I mean, I guess there are a ton of hitters if I do this play anyway. So maybe he rolls a 3-4-5 combo that can't hit. And this way I'm just that much further away from home. Alright. Yeah, the last thing to do is get this last checker home, so just step into it, close your eyes, hope to get missed. Oh, this was the last game. Nice. Alright, cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. If anybody's still here watching. I don't know when my next World Individual Championship match will be, but the global backgammon starts in the next day or two. So I'll have a bunch of matches to play from that, but those won't be scheduled. Like for these WBIF matches, we know ahead of time what time we're gonna play. But for the global backgammon, we just kind of send a message in WhatsApp being like, "Hey, who wants to play now?" So, anyhow, thanks again. See you later.